You don't have to just vacuum seal raw meat, you know, fresh meat or whatever. You can do some cooked meats, and we're gonna do some cooked meats. And that way we have something easy to eat when the power is out that we can just thaw simple. Don't even have to heat it up, or I can heat it up in a pot real quick on my burner. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Today we're going to be using the Vevor or Vevor, ever how you want to pronounce it. I say Vevor Vacuum Sealer, 90 kPa, double pump, double seal. We're getting ready for Hurricane Francine that's coming. We're in Southwest Mississippi. And one thing that never really dawned on me was to vacuum pack some already cooked food. So I actually made 50 something biscuits. My homemade biscuits yesterday, we froze 47 of them, and we're gonna vacuum seal some of those that they're not cooked, but I cooked taco soup. We're gonna vacuum seal some taco soup today, so that way we can have some food if we lose power that we can just set out. When it thaws, you can still eat it without completely having to warm it, and we won't starve to death. So, but I hope y'all will check out the Vevor. This thing has been great. Vacuum sealer. I've been so impressed with this. Really easy to use. We use the 8-inch and the 11-inch bags, which actually fit in here, either one. It has the built-in cutter, so you just put it and then you slice. You know, I'm not going to slice. You just slice the bag to the lengths that you want, and I seal one end after I get the bag length like I like it, and then you just put your stuff in it and seal it. It has been awesome. So we got a lot of biscuits to seal, so let's get started, y'all. Here's all the 47 biscuits that I made yesterday. This is my homemade biscuits, 2 different kinds. Top row is a sour cream buttermilk homemade biscuit. Bottom row is a simpler biscuit with just your flour, Crisco, salt, self-rising flour. This is all purpose. I did vacuum seal some of these cooked. I need to put it on the gentle mode. This thing does have a dry, a moist, and extended, a normal and gentle pressure. You can do manual seal, automatic seal, and one more little thing, it's got the pulse vacuum, which I guess I should do on the cooked stuff like the biscuits so they didn't squish so much. They were still very good. It even has the canister. It comes with the hose. The hose is in here. You just pull the little hose out, a little small hose, plugs in right here if you have the canister, so you can seal up some tomatoes or dried like nuts or anything in a jar. I don't have the canister top connector. I would like to get one. So let's get started. I'm going to use some 8-inch. My wife, let's get a better angle so y'all can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, my wife wants to do about 6. I have to wear my glasses because I can't see, y'all. I'm blind. All right, so we're gonna. These are the food saver bags. They do have marks on them. We're gonna stay. I don't know. I think that's plenty long enough when we get it sealed. I think I can get 6 in there. We'll go a little bit longer. I'm gonna cut it right past this first line right here. So drop your cutter and cut. Now all I do is I go right to the seal, and I stay right here like no vacuum, and we're just gonna manual seal it. It does double seal. When it seals it up, you're gonna have the 2 lines on it. It takes about 10 or 12 seconds to seal. It's not, it's not a speed demon, but it works really good. It doesn't take too long. 3, it waits like at the end, it gets slower. 2, 1, click. Once it clicks, just open it up, and you can see the double seal that it has, the 2 lines where it seals. Now we're going to take some of our biscuits, and you can write on these like really good as well. So we're going to take the frozen biscuits. I stuck some wax paper between them, and she said she wants to do 6. So this is like buying your when you go buy frozen biscuits at your local grocery store, whether it be Pillsbury or Mary B's or whatever brand you have. And this is just my homemade one, so I know what I'm getting here. I'm gonna have to stack them to make sure. Some of them were a little thicker than others. We just let them freeze overnight. All right, so you just take your bag, make sure the bag is in this trough. That's where it pulls the air from. It's got two little lips that hold it on good. And I just kind of hold the bag, make sure it's all straight. Close down on it, and we're gonna just do dry on this, let it pull because these are in normal, and we're gonna just let it seal. And it will suck everything out of here. It sucks them tight too. Just let it run its cycle, and when it's finished, it'll be done. It's sealing the bag now. And you can tell, you can see where it just pulled the air. Like I said, it's not a super fast, like a full-blown commercial, but for what we're doing, I have vacuum sealed my own ground meat and stuff that I make. Really good. And there you go. And you can see how much of the air it has pulled out of there. Right back in the freezer they'll go. Y'all, these things will last close to a year if you leave them like this. So we're just going to continue on, and we're going to do everything in a group of 6. It's small enough that say we lose power and say you did have a generator backup or something, that you could cook them in the little what you call it, the little toaster oven. Thank you, Mama. Or if you wanted to cook these, we've had to during hurricanes before, we've had to cook on the grill. So you can take those out. If you got a little generator keeping your freezers, you know, kind of froze enough, and just cook what you need to. You can cut the bag open. I can grab 2 of these if I want. If we just want some breakfast and I'm not opening up a big bag, and I don't have to worry about having, 20. I don't know what they come in at the store. And one of the main things for us is to try to start knowing what's in our food, y'all. I mean, I hear that all the time on our pages and our comments. Let us know in the comments if you worry about the chemicals and the things that, I know I don't worry as much about it, but it does start to cross your mind. You do start to kind of, well, I don't know. Maybe there's something to all of this. I used to not worry about it at all. And now it's like the older I get, I just do. So we're going to do normal seal on all of these and just let it go. It's not going to take too long to get all these done. And then we're going to be doing the wet. So we're going to get the wet, the taco soup done, and you'll see how that works and how I do it. And it's just pulling it right out of there. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun, and then to know that you're going to be having this, your own biscuits already done. I don't have to make as many from scratch right away every morning. If with, the mornings that we're going to be eating these, So let me get all of these vacuum packed, and then we'll get to the taco soup, and maybe this will help you see too that you can vacuum stuff, get ready for those storms with some cooked food as well. All right, for the taco soup, so we've got leftover taco soup that we had in the refrigerator. We're going to use the bigger 11-inch bags to put some of that in. Whenever you do, even though this sealer actually does wet, you still need to use not the normal suction. You want to use the gentle so it doesn't try to pull that liquid as far up and keep the food. Just remember, you're going to have to use a bigger bag, like a longer bag, more of a bag, so you don't pull that liquid into the tray and it won't seal. So we're only going to be able to put so much. Now this has been in the refrigerator. I'm just going to take a ladle. I'm going to try to keep it open and dump it down in the bottom. If you do it like this, you're not going to have that much of the water because it's cold. The water's already kind of stiffened up. And I'm only going to keep enough. I don't think we're going to have to do that much. So I'm going to do a little more. We may only have to do, one big bag, one little bag. So I'm going to get a little bit here. Yeah, I think we're going to do a little bag. Now what I do is if I get it on me, I just take a paper towel And if I get it up here where I'm planning on sealing, I just take a paper towel and I try to get some of that away from where that seal is going to be, you know, to make sure that I give it as good a chance as I can for it to seal. So a couple paper towels is all it needs. Now, keep that food down at the bottom as far away from that as you can. And we're going to use that gentle. So we're going to go to gentle. We're going to go to moist. You can do the pulse. I'm not going to use the pulse on this one, and we're just going to let it do its thing and see what it does and see if it doesn't pull, you know, too hard. Now you can hear it's not pulling on that moist and that gentle mode as much. It's going to pull it slower, and as long as it's cold, it's not going to pull that liquid up so much. So just let it do its thing. Once it gets done, you can kind of flatten it out so it'll stack better. But with this, all we have to do is pull this out of the freezer. So you can kind of go ahead and start mashing it, and that way it can run flat. We do this with our ground meat as well. Just like so. And there you go. And all we have to do is just pull it out and set it in the sun. Set it in the sun, watch it. We're not going to be inside. Last time we was out of power for 16 days for Katrina, we didn't want to be in the house because it was hotter inside than it was out. And just that way you don't have to heat everything, or you don't have to cook, which we did then. But you can have some food on hand that's already ready. You can get it thawed, get it warm just from being outside, and you can at least eat something. So now we're going to take, that was the 11-inch bags. Since we only have this little bit left, I'm just going to get a 8-inch bag. If I can get the little sticker off. And we're going to do a small bag. This one just remember to keep them longer. Go a little bit longer. About that much. And we're going to cut it. We're going to seal it. And we're going to fill it up. And we're going to have some taco soup. My wife's going to write on it what it is and the date, just in case, because you never know. We may not need to use it. You will have to wipe a little bit on this one unless you can fold them down. If you can fold your bags down, it's a little bit hard. I tried that the other day. The way these are designed, you can do it if you'll fold down, you know, so far. Then you got to get the bag back opened up. And you might not get any food on where you want to seal it at. So we're going to do it that way. So we're going to get the rest of this. Probably have to do smaller scoops just to get it in there. And I really like this, doing it with it cold. That way you don't have all of that water. And it seals a lot. It seals really good. I like that I can seal, you know, I can just let something cool overnight in the refrigerator, and I can just seal it up the next day, and then we can get it frozen. And it's not, you know, now if it's a full-blown soup, you know, with like broth, you can still do it. You're just going to have to keep that liquid. You're going to have to use more of a bag, you know, to put it in. That's all. Or you can do it in the jar. If you had the little jar attachment, you could just vacuum seal it in the jar. All right, so we're going to unfold. I probably made this bag a little too long, but you can see where it's clean up here at the top. So we're going to keep it in here. Remember, you're doing moist stuff. So we're going to keep it on the moist, gentle setting. Vacuum seal and let her go. Let it do its thing. Let it pull out. I done dropped a bean. I done dropped a little bit on the counter here and on my bag. Just let it run its run through its setting, and it's done. It's a done deal. So as you can see, this one's a lot longer, but it helps keep that away from that seal mark where it doesn't pull. And you just flatten it out. Flatten it out, flatten it out. And they stack really well in our freezer. And there we go. So now we've got 2 bags of taco soup to go in the freezer. So try to remember, I hope that y'all enjoyed watching this today. I hope that you'll see that you don't have to just vacuum seal raw meat, you know, fresh meat or whatever. You can do some cooked meats, and we're gonna do some cooked meats. And that way we have something easy to eat when the power is out that we can just thaw simple. Don't even have to heat it up, or I can heat it up in a pot real quick on my burner. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. With the Vevor Vacuum Sealer, double pump, double seal, 90 kPa. I have absolutely enjoyed this thing so much, the Vevor Vacuum Sealer. If you enjoy the videos, y'all, give us a thumbs up. Share the videos with families and friends. We'd appreciate it. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn your bell notification button on so you'll know whenever we post another video. I usually have videos out every Tuesday and Saturday. This one will be scheduled out sometime for the later in the month. So make sure you subscribe so you can, I hope you're watching it. So I'm Craig with the Bickhams. Please come back and hang out with us right here in our kitchen. I thank you again. We'll see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.